So I'm on honeymoon with my wife at the moment, and yesterday we take a cruise. We're sitting on the boat and we sit directly across the table from a middle-aged couple, probably in their 50s, and their one daughter. And I get chatting to the man, and he's a nice guy. He's also from England. He's another Brit on holiday over here, having a good time. And eventually I see a good opportunity to start having a gospel conversation. He asked me what I did, and we started talking about the Lord, and he made it abundantly clear to me that he was not against religion. He was not against Christianity, that some people are really against it, but he's not one of those people. I said, oh, that's nice. And then he went on to share with me that actually he will always be straight down the middle, on the fence, if you will. He will never be somebody who's all the way against religion, who's all the way against Jesus, but he will never be somebody who's all the way for Jesus. And we continue to chat, and I continue to give him some reasons why he should trust this Jesus person and the way to go to heaven, not by being a good Christian, not by our own piety, but by trusting in him. The love that Jesus gave us through his death and resurrection. And we had a really good conversation. But it became obvious to me that he misunderstood something that I think a lot of people misunderstand, even Christians. He was of the mindset that if God was real, he had his bases covered. He wasn't against Jesus in a violent sense, in an outward sense. He wasn't telling people that they shouldn't be Christian. He wasn't going after people for their religion. And that actually this would be good enough, and it would actually get him into heaven. This would be a good enough offering to get him into heaven. This is such a dangerous misunderstanding, because the truth is we have all, Christian or not, myself included, made enough of an enemy of ourselves against God that we deserve hell. Yes, me, a Christian who posts Christian YouTube videos all the time, who believes in Jesus. I have sinned enough that I have made myself an enemy of God. Even a Christian won't be able to say, God, did you see how much I took up your side of the debate? This will let me into heaven. No. Only by the blood of Jesus are we made right with God. I'm not going to heaven because I preach the gospel and because I profess to be a Christian. I am going to heaven because I am united with Christ in his death and resurrection by grace through faith. I have put my trust in Jesus Christ and have been made righteous by him. And I really want us to understand that as we spread the gospel, we're not spreading a Christian life gospel, although we should live a good Christian life according to the scriptures. People need to know that unless they are united with Christ by trusting in him, unless they are forgiven because of his shed blood, they are in huge trouble no matter what kind of life they lead.